Washington, the Evergreen State, a land of unparalleled natural beauty in the Pacific Northwest. From the snow-capped peaks of the Cascades to the lush rainforests of the Olympic Peninsula, the state offers endless opportunities. So stay with us for a few minutes as we explore a few natural wonders of this amazing U.S. state. North Cascades National Park. The North Cascades National Park has been nicknamed the American Alps for its jagged peaks, over 300 glaciers, and lush alpine scenery. Located in northern Washington, this rugged park is a paradise with some of the most pristine wilderness in the contiguous United States. The park, established in 1968, encompasses over 500,000 acres of dramatic landscapes, including deep river valleys, cascading waterfalls, and dense forests of Douglas fir and western red cedar. It is one of the least visited national parks, making it an ideal destination for solitude seekers and adventurers looking to connect with untouched nature. Historically, the area was home to the native peoples, who traversed its rugged terrain for trade, hunting, and spiritual practices. In the early 20th century, the region attracted miners and loggers, whose settlements and trails laid the groundwork for modern-day exploration. Today, you can explore highlights like Ross Lake and Diablo Lake, famous for their turquoise waters caused by glacial silt. The park is also home to diverse wildlife, including gray wolves, wolverines, and mountain goats. For hikers, the Pacific Crest Trail passes through the park, offering breathtaking views of snow-capped peaks and wildflower-filled meadows. Palouse Falls State Park. Located in southeastern Washington, Palouse Falls State Park offers a dramatic glimpse into the region's Ice Age history. The Palouse Falls, Washington's official state waterfall, plunges a breathtaking 198 feet into a rugged canyon carved by ancient floods. Around 15,000 years ago, the Missoula floods, a series of cataclysmic glacial outburst floods, scoured the landscape, creating the dramatic basalt formations and steep cliffs that surround the falls today. The falls are one of the last remaining active waterfalls along the path of these floods, offering a rare window into prehistoric natural forces. The park is a haven for geology enthusiasts, photographers, and history buffs. It features scenic overlooks, interpretive signs explaining the area's unique geology, and trails that provide awe-inspiring views of the falls and the surrounding canyon. Wildlife is abundant in the area, with golden eagles, prairie falcons, and marmots commonly sighted. Palouse Falls is also culturally significant to the Palouse Native American tribe, who have long revered the site for its spiritual and practical importance. Whether you're captivated by its roaring waters or its fascinating history, Palouse Falls State Park is a must-see destination that showcases the dynamic forces shaping Washington's landscape. Olympic National Park. This is one of the most diverse ecosystems in the United States. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site and International Biosphere Reserve, this 922,000-acre park in Washington state boasts snow-capped peaks, lush temperate rainforests, and rugged Pacific coastline, all in one location. At its heart lies Mount Olympus, standing 7,980 feet tall and crowned by glaciers that feed the park's many rivers. The Hoh Rain Forest, a must-see destination, is one of the largest temperate rainforests in the U.S., receiving over 140 inches of rainfall annually and housing ancient Sitka spruces and moss-draped maples. Historically, the park has deep cultural significance for the region's indigenous tribes, such as the Quileute, Hoh, and Makah, whose ancestors have lived off the land and sea for thousands of years. The Makah tribe's nearby Ozette site unearthed ancient artifacts, offering glimpses into pre-contact life. President Franklin D. Roosevelt established Olympic National Park in 1938 to preserve its unique landscapes and ecosystems. For adventurers, the park offers over 600 miles of hiking trails, from the coastal wilderness of Shershur Beach to the alpine meadows of Hurricane Ridge. You can spot Roosevelt elk, black bears, and even gray whales off the coast. With its unparalleled natural beauty and cultural richness, Olympic National Park invites visitors to explore a world of wonders, all within one remarkable destination. Hoh Rain Forest. Did you know the Hoh Rain Forest in Olympic National Park receives up to 170 inches of rain annually, making it one of the most lush and vibrant temperate rainforests in the world? Nestled on the western side of the Olympic Peninsula, the Hoh Rain Forest is a haven of towering Sitka spruces and western hemlocks, some of which reach over 300 feet in height and are hundreds of years old. The forest floor is carpeted with mosses, ferns, and lichens that thrive in the constantly damp environment, creating a scene straight out of a fairy tale. The Hoh Rain Forest has been home to indigenous tribes, including the Hoh people, for thousands of years. They have long depended on its rich resources and hold it sacred in their culture. Today, you can explore this enchanting environment via trails like the Hall of Mosses, a short loop that showcases trees draped in thick, green moss, or the Hoh River Trail, which follows the glacially fed Hoh River for 17.4 miles into the wilderness. Declared a World Heritage Site and part of a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, the forest is not just stunning but ecologically critical, supporting a diverse array of wildlife. Mount Rainier National Park. This is an active stratovolcano, is the most glaciated peak in the contiguous United States. Towering at 14,411 feet, it dominates the landscape of Mount Rainier National Park, established in 1899 as America's 5th national park. This iconic destination is home to over 25 glaciers, including the massive Emmons Glacier, as well as lush old-growth forests, vibrant wildflower meadows, and roaring waterfalls. The park spans 236,000 acres and offers endless opportunities for hiking, camping, and wildlife observation. Mount Rainier has been a site of scientific study for centuries, with its ecosystems providing insights into volcanic activity and climate change. Its looming presence holds spiritual significance for the Native American tribes of the region, including the Puyallup and Yakama peoples, who have long revered it as Tahoma, meaning the source of nourishment. You can trek the famous Wonderland Trail, a 93-mile loop encircling the mountain, or venture to the Paradise area, renowned for breathtaking panoramic views. Whether you're scaling its peaks, learning about its natural history, or simply admiring its grandeur, Mount Rainier National Park offers a profound connection to the power and beauty of the natural world. Snoqualmie Falls. Did you know that Snoqualmie Falls, one of Washington's most iconic landmarks, plunges 268 feet, nearly twice the height of Niagara Falls? Located near the town of Snoqualmie, this spectacular waterfall attracts over 1.5 million visitors annually. Beyond its natural beauty, the falls hold profound cultural and historical significance. For the Snoqualmie tribe, the falls are a sacred site, believed to be the birthplace of humanity. The mist rising from the falls is considered the connection between heaven and earth, a belief that deepens the spiritual experience of visiting this site. In addition to its cultural importance, Snoqualmie Falls played a pioneering role in renewable energy. In 1898, the Snoqualmie Falls hydroelectric plant began operating as one of the world's first underground power stations, and it remains in use today, blending innovative engineering with environmental stewardship. You can explore the surrounding 2-acre park, which features observation decks for breathtaking views, interpretive signs detailing the area's history, and access to hiking trails. During heavy rains, the falls roar with immense power, creating misty rainbows that captivate onlookers. Snoqualmie Falls has also made its mark in popular culture, famously appearing in the TV series Twin Peaks. Whether you're drawn by its natural splendor, historical significance, or cultural legacy, Snoqualmie Falls offers an experience that is both awe-inspiring and deeply enriching. Dry Falls State Park. Did you know that Dry Falls, located in central Washington, was once the largest waterfall in the world? This awe-inspiring site, now part of Sun Lake's Dry Falls State Park, is a relic of the Ice Age Missoula floods that occurred over 15,000 years ago. During these floods, torrents of water, up to 10 times the combined flow of all the rivers in the world, rushed through the region, carving out the 400-foot-high, 3.5-mile-wide canyon. For comparison, Dry Falls would have dwarfed Niagara Falls in both height and width during its prime. Today, it's a dry cliff, offering a dramatic glimpse into the past. You can explore the Dry Falls Interpretive Center, which features exhibits on the area's geology, Ice Age history, and the unique ecosystems that have since developed in the Coulee. Surrounding the park are deep lakes, basalt cliffs, and sagebrush-studded landscapes that provide opportunities for hiking, fishing, birdwatching, and kayaking. Umatilla Rock and Sun Lakes, formed in the aftermath of the floods, are particularly popular for their striking scenery and recreational appeal. Dry Falls is also rich in cultural history. The area was a key resource for indigenous peoples, including the Wanapum and Yakama tribes, who hunted, fished, and gathered along its waterways. The park's unique blend of geological wonders and cultural significance creates a fascinating destination for anyone interested in natural history or outdoor adventure. Mount St. Helens. Did you know that Mount St. Helens' 1980 eruption was the most destructive volcanic event in U.S. history? Located in southwestern Washington, this stratovolcano dramatically reshaped the landscape, blasting away its summit and leaving a massive crater that's now an iconic symbol of nature's power. The eruption released energy equivalent to 24 megatons of TNT, leveling over 230 square miles of forest and sending ash clouds across several states. Despite the devastation, Mount St. Helens has become a living laboratory for studying ecological recovery and volcanic activity, drawing scientists and visitors from around the world. Today, Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument offers a fascinating mix of education, adventure, and awe. Visitors can explore the Johnston Ridge Observatory, which provides breathtaking views of the crater and detailed exhibits about the 1980 eruption. Hikers can tackle trails like the Boundary Trail or even summit the volcano, where a steep climb rewards adventurers with a close-up view of the crater and Spirit Lake, still littered with the remnants of the eruption. Columbia River Gorge. The Columbia River Gorge is the largest designated national scenic area in the United States, stretching over 80 miles along the border of Washington and Oregon. This majestic canyon, carved by the mighty Columbia River, is renowned for its dramatic landscapes, which include towering basalt cliffs, cascading waterfalls, and sweeping river vistas. The gorge was shaped by the cataclysmic Missoula floods during the Ice Age, leaving behind a geological masterpiece. The gorge is a paradise where you can hike trails leading to iconic waterfalls like Multnomah Falls, the tallest in Oregon, or explore the Washington side for lesser-known gems like Dog Mountain and Beacon Rock. It's also one of the world's premier destinations for windsurfing and kiteboarding, thanks to the strong winds that funnel through the canyon. The Columbia River Gorge was a vital corridor for Native American tribes, including the Chinook and Klickitat, who relied on its abundant fish and game. It later became a key route for explorers like Lewis and Clark during their westward expedition in the early 1800s. Today, it remains a hub for agriculture, particularly for the cultivation of apples, cherries, and grapes used in the region's acclaimed wineries. Franklin Falls. This is one of Washington's most accessible and picturesque waterfalls, is just a short drive from Seattle. Nestled in the Cascade Mountains near Snoqualmie Pass, the 70-foot Cascade is the highlight of a family-friendly 2-mile round-trip hike that meanders through lush forests, along the South Fork of the Snoqualmie River. The trail is particularly popular in winter, when the falls partially freeze, creating a stunning icy wonderland that draws photographers and adventure seekers alike. Franklin Falls has a unique charm due to its proximity to I-90, yet it feels like a hidden oasis, with the sound of rushing water replacing the noise of traffic. Historically, the area surrounding the falls has been a hub of activity, from logging in the early 20th century to being part of the Mountain to Sound Greenway, which promotes conservation and sustainable recreation. The falls' accessibility makes them a popular year-round destination, but winter visitors should exercise caution as icy trails can be challenging to navigate. The trail features educational signs about the local flora, fauna, and hydrology of the region, making it a perfect spot for learning about Washington's natural environment. The Enchantments. Nestled in Washington's Alpine Lakes wilderness, is one of the most breathtaking and coveted hiking destinations in the Pacific Northwest. This stunning region features a series of glacially carved lakes, rugged granite peaks, and verdant meadows filled with wildflowers, all spread across 5 distinct zones. At its heart lies the core Enchantments, a surreal alpine basin dotted with turquoise lakes like Perfection, Inspiration, and Snow, reflecting the towering spires of Dragontail and Prusik Peaks. The Enchantments are a challenge to access, requiring either a strenuous thru-hike or a coveted wilderness permit for overnight stays. The area is most famously approached via Osgard Pass, a steep and grueling ascent that climbs nearly 2,000 feet in under a mile, leading to the core zone. Along the way, you are often treated to sightings of mountain goats, which roam the area fearlessly. Historically, the Enchantments were used by Native American tribes, including the Yakama and Wenatchee, as seasonal hunting and gathering grounds. Today, they are protected within the Alpine Lakes wilderness, ensuring the preservation of their fragile ecosystems. Frenchman Coulee. Located near the Columbia River in central Washington, this rugged canyon was carved out by the cataclysmic Missoula floods over 15,000 years ago. These floods, triggered by the repeated bursting of glacial ice dams, unleashed torrents of water that scoured the landscape, leaving behind dramatic basalt cliffs, towering rock formations, and unique columnar structures. Today, Frenchman Coulee is a hotspot for climbers, hikers, and geology enthusiasts drawn to its striking features and rich history. Frenchman Coulee isn't just a natural wonder, it's also a hub for recreation. The towering basalt columns, known as the Feathers, offer climbers some of the best routes in the Pacific Northwest, ranging from beginner-friendly to expert-level challenges. Hikers can explore trails that wind through the coulee, offering breathtaking views of the Columbia River and the stark, arid beauty of central Washington's desertscape. This area also plays host to an abundance of wildlife, from peregrine falcons soaring overhead to rattlesnakes slithering among the rocks. Beyond its recreational appeal, Frenchman Coulee has a touch of cultural flair. It has served as a backdrop for music events and even appeared in films and commercials. Rattlesnake Ledge and Lake. Rattlesnake Ledge is one of Washington's most popular hiking destinations because of its panoramic views of Rattlesnake Lake and the surrounding Cascade foothills from a dramatic rock outcrop. Located near North Bend, just 30 miles east of Seattle, this scenic spot is part of Rattlesnake Mountain and draws thousands of hikers each year. Despite its name, you won't find any rattlesnakes here. The name comes from early settlers' mistaken association with a local plant called rattlesnake root. The hike to Rattlesnake Ledge is a 4-mile round-trip journey with about 1,160 feet of elevation gain, making it moderately challenging but accessible for most hikers. The trail meanders through dense forests of cedar and fir, with interpretive signs providing insights into the area's ecology. At the top, the reward is a sweeping view of Rattlesnake Lake, the Snoqualmie Valley, and Mount Si in the distance. The ledge itself is a sheer rock face, so caution is advised while enjoying the views. Rattlesnake Lake, below the ledge, has its own fascinating history. It was once the site of the town of Moncton, which was submerged in the early 1900s after an unexpected rise in groundwater levels caused by the construction of the Cedar River Dam. Today, remnants of the town can occasionally be seen when water levels recede. The lake is now a serene spot for kayaking, fishing, and picnicking. From its towering peaks to crystal-clear lakes, the beauty of Washington State is far too vast. We hope we did the justice to this beautiful land. What do you think? Write a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and create even more stunning videos for you to enjoy. We'll see you on our next journey. Until then, happy travels.